Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And we sure appreciate all the folks that come on with us live. Not always possible for a lot of folks, and we understand that, fully understand that. Thank you, though, for our audience. It's always more fun. Brahim, number one on the hit parade. Andrea, Niagara Falls, good morning to you guys. And Madeleine, bonjour, of the Kippawa. Nativity, good morning. And Laurie from British Columbia. And Brahim is from Portland, Oregon. Mary, Norwich. And Kevin, how are you, my friend? Donna, Park Hill. Frida, good morning. And Jeanette, from our staff. Janice, Brampton, good morning. Carrie from Nebraska. Rosalinda from the Kidneys of Canada. Niagara Falls. Sandra. And good morning to you, Rachel. And I'm going to say that's Georgie from Halifax. Wendy, good morning, from Markham. I missed it. See, it's going into my board. I can't see it. Sandy, Washington State. Bruno. Francis. How are you? Renee, Newfoundland. Good morning. And see, Minden. How are you? I didn't see the name. Sharon. Monique. Good morning. Denise. How are you? Samuel. Good morning. Linda. New Brunswick. And Wanda from Virginia, good morning to you. And from Minnesota, Ella, you go up into the clouds, I can't see it. Debbie, good morning. Veronica, okay, that whiteboard's got to go, right, guys? At least putting it where it is. Sue, Nina, a couple of more, because I can't see anyways. Arlene. And Doris Kitchener, who's from Berks Falls. And again, they go up into the cloud. Yvonne, how are you? If they come low, I can see it. Patricia from Sudbury, never heard of it. Yvonne, how are you? Maria, good morning. Lorna, good morning. And Saskatoon, hello, but I can't see your name. Arlene. Okay, if I can't see your name, no use screaming. I'll make sure that whiteboard's out of the way. Yolande, I saw your name go by. Okay, now, guys, today I want to talk to you about two drugs. Now, we're going to talk about the side effects. And the reason I'm doing it is because both of them were in the news this week. Okay? Headlines. Wow. Health. You know, my goal is always to bring you news behind the news. Okay? So sometimes you'll hear this stuff because it's mainstream. Most of the time you won't. But these are important news stories, health news stories. I want to bring them to you today. Okay? Now, I got my whiteboard out. I hope you guys can see it. I didn't write very well today, but I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. You guys see that? Or should I go this way? Yeah, let's do it this way. I think you can see it. Okay? Whoop. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're going to look at two drugs. Popular like you would not believe. I mean, unbelievably popular, okay? For different reasons. But I want to talk about it because you might hear some of this, but I kind of doubt you're going to get into the nitty-gritty details of these studies. You won't hear it, okay? You won't hear it generally, okay? And today, let's start with this first one. This is a classification of drugs called statin drugs. Now, we talk about these all the time. Statin drugs work. Do you know that? They work. Yeah, they work. We're going to talk about weight loss drugs. Ozempic, and Wegovy. Okay? They work. Yeah. Okay. But, and there's a big but here. Okay? They work, but enormous side effects. And they minimize them. And they shouldn't. There was a new study out on statins. This is the one I'm going to start with. Okay? Statin drugs are cholesterol-lowering medications. Okay? You guys know that, but it's always good to talk about it. Statin drugs like Lipitor, and I've always told you this, the number one selling medication of all time is a statin drug called Lipitor. But anytime you get Crestor, Zocor, Lipitor, they are statin, they are cholesterol-lowering medication, and by the way, they work. They work. And this is why they're so popular. Because they work. They lower your cholesterol. The question is, why do you want to do that? Okay? And again, if you're new to this program, well, this might be, somewhat revealing to you. To those who have been following me for years, I've got people that follow us and have been following me even when I had a radio show for 20 years. I've never, ever changed my tune. Some people get tired of that. But I just got to tell you guys, statin drugs work. They will lower your cholesterol. 100%. Problem is, why do you want to do that? And the cholesterol that they lower, so what? Why do you want to do that? So the whole premise is faulty. The whole premise of it. Dr. Martin, I lowered my cholesterol. And every day, not every week, not once a year, every day, 365 days a year, for the last 30 years, I get people asking me about cholesterol. Every day, I don't expect that to change. And you know what? I would rather people ask, Dr. Martin, my doctor thinks you're crazy. So do a lot of other people. No, but seriously, guys, okay? I have been watching this. I watched the rollout. This is how old I am. I watched the rollout of these meds called statin drugs. I watched it happen. And they made cholesterol the boogeyman. And over the years, I've taught you how that started. If you read my new book, Sun, Steak, and Steel, I'll talk to you about serial killers. Kellogg's, Dr. Kellogg's. He was a serial killer. Not with a C, with an S. Because he believed that cholesterol Cholesterol, by the way, in terms of food, is only found in the animal kingdom. Okay? This is one of the reasons that they want to just wipe out. This is why vegetarians exist. This is why vegans exist. They believe the lie on cholesterol. Every cell in your body needs cholesterol. God does not trust you. You can't be trusted. What do I mean by that? God doesn't trust you to eat the amount of cholesterol that you need. So you're to provide 15%. God provides 85%. Because he don't trust you. He knows the way man is. Man thinks they're smart. We're just going to lower cholesterol because cholesterol, okay, Dr. Kellogg's, Ansel Keys, read the story of these people. They weren't stupid at all. They were smart. Problem is, they thought they were smarter than God. Cholesterol became the boogeyman, and the whole world went for it. The whole world. They went for it. Hook, line, and sinker. They took it. Oh, Dr. Keys said this. President Eisenhower, who had a heart attack while he was golfing, in 1955, he just dropped. Boom. He survived. But Ansel Keys, who was a pathologist out of the University of Minnesota, he wasn't stupid, very smart. He said, I know why. He's got cholesterol. And he was a pathologist, so he saw cholesterol in blood vessels. Well, where do you think you're going to find cholesterol? Cholesterol is everywhere. And blaming cholesterol for heart disease, I went by yesterday a scene of an accident. Okay? I just drove by. You know who were there? The policeman. And I guess they were either worried about a fire or there was someone stuck in that car. I couldn't tell. The firemen were there. The firemen and the policemen were at an accident. Hello? Are they the bad guys or the good guys? Are they on your side or not? They're on your side. Cholesterol's on your side. It's a good guy. Oh yeah, Dr. Martin, what about LDL? Bad cholesterol. It's not bad. Who made it bad? You need it. You have cholesterol. Of course it's going through your blood vessels. And when it sees an accident, when it sees a clot, when it sees plaque, it goes there to help. But Dr. Keys said, that's what's clogging up your arteries. See? Because cholesterol looks like this. Fat. Well, it is. It's fat. And he said, well, that's what's clogging up your arteries. Makes sense to him. And guess what? The whole world went for it. The whole world. The whole medical world went for it. And it wasn't long after that the big pharmaceutical companies, God bless them, they said, we got to get in on this. if cholesterol is the bad guy, we better find a drug to lower it, and they did. They found a classification of medications that lower cholesterol. Why would you want to do that? That's the question I ask. It's a legitimate question, in my opinion. Why do you want to lower cholesterol? Because it clogs up your arteries? No, it doesn't. Cholesterol don't clog up your arteries. They're there to repair. Cholesterol, every cell in your body has cholesterol. Your brain's made up of cholesterol. You need cholesterol. And like I said, God don't trust you. So a new study came out, okay, long-winded me, to tell you about this new study, came out, very interesting. I didn't even know it, not specifically, that cholesterol lowering medications causes leaky gut. That was the new study. Wow. That's a big side effect. Leaky gut, leaky brain. Leaky gut, leaky lungs. Leaky gut, leaky skin. Leaky gut, leaky everything. You allow garbage into the blood. That's what leaky gut is, and usually the invasion of fungus. So a culprit is statin drugs, Lipitor, Crestor, Zocor, you name the or. Serious. Now, something that I've been saying for 40 years, just about. Yeah, 40 years. Is that statin drugs, the biggest thing they do, they cause leaky gut. I didn't even know that. Maybe suspicious, but I didn't know it. Now research is showing it causes leaky gut just like an antibiotic does. Antibiotics can save your life, but they cause leaky gut because they disrupt your microbiome. So do statin drugs. Hot off the press. Now, the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you about as far as statin drugs are concerned is the major side effect is that those drugs destroy your batteries, your battery packs in your cells. This, my friend, is well established. As a matter of fact, if you listen to a commercial, okay, on statin drugs, they'll usually, afterwards, it's common, that there's another commercial for ubiquinol or CoQ10. Meaning that if you take a statin drug, it destroys your ubiquinol, your CoQ10 in your body. What's that mean? Well, it destroys your battery packs. That's not good. Your battery packs, your mitochondria, your batteries. You're an electric vehicle. You know what I mean? You got batteries. You run on batteries. Your heart runs on batteries. Your brain runs on batteries. Your muscles run on batteries. When you take a statin drug, you destroy that. It destroys batteries. There's a condition called rhombolithiasis. Ooh, I hate big words. I hate big words like that. Rhombolithiasis. I learned this in school. No, leave it to Latin. I hated Latin. But leave it to Latin to give you a name like, what do you got wrong with you? I got rhombolyanthiasis. You can't even say it. What's that mean? You got muscle damage. What? You got muscle damage. That's what rhombolyanthiasis means. You got muscle damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's what statins do. They damage your muscles. And, hello? Right or wrong? True or false? Your heart is a what? A muscle. A muscle. Your heart's a muscle. Your heart has got about 5,000 battery packs in the muscle of it. Holy moly. Your brain, because there's so much energy up there. Every time you eat, your brain goes, okay, I get 25%. I'm the federal government. I take taxes. Everything you eat, I get 25% of that. When you create energy, you need a lot of battery packs. Because your battery packs create energy. Your food goes to your battery packs, your mitochondria, and your mitochondria release what? You should have learned this in high school. ATP. Energy. Statin drugs are famous for destroying the batteries. Is that serious? Yeah. That's serious. And I'm not telling you not to take them. I won't do it. Don't say I told you to stop. I ain't saying that. I'm just telling you the truth. There's so many side effects. Batteries, your brain, your heart. Why do you think that one of the things, I think, what year was it? Let me just look it up. I got to look up what year their patent, Pfizer's patent on Lipitor expired. Here it is. I got it right here. In 2011. You know what happened in 2011? We had a big party at the Martin Clinic. You know why? Because the Martin Clinic was 100 years old. 1911 to 2011. Wow. Okay. But you know what else happened in 2011? Pfizer's patent on Lipitor, okay? The patent was over. And the FDA came out with some warnings right away, within a few months. They hadn't warned anybody before, but then they warned people against statins. They put a warning on them, that every pharmacist would have got the memo on. Rhombolyanthiasis. It destroys the battery packs. You should be telling patients that take this medication to take CoQ10. Memory issues. Heart issues. I thought I was taking it for my heart. I know. And inflammation, a side effect. Leaky gut, your batteries. A big one came out. And this has to do with those batteries too. This came out not long after that. I remember on my radio show talking about this. Especially in women. The medication was causing diabetes. Holy moly. Holy moly. Again, my question always, I've asked this question. Why do you want to lower cholesterol? It's not the bad guy. Cholesterol is on your side. It's on your side. You need cholesterol. You should be eating cholesterol. Even if you don't, your body will still make it. Even if you don't, your body will still make it. Why do you want to lower that? I always ask that question. Why? Well, Dr. Martin, yeah, I know what they say. I know what they say, but I want you to think. I want you to hear the other side. Now, this is just a statement I'm going to make. Nobody ever died from cholesterol. Nope. From too much. No. Because, and we've taught you this, the problem is triglycerides. Fat balls that don't come from fat, by the way. They come from sugar. And a lack of cholesterol. Because if you don't have enough wagons, because cholesterol, remember, they deliver. They're delivery trucks. Cholesterol does a lot of things. It's in every cell. It's in the blood. Of course, they're out delivering. Your hormones, ladies. Your hormones. One of the reasons women get hormones is because they don't eat enough cholesterol. Oh, Dr. Martin, chicken and salad, salad and chicken. Steak, Dr. Martin, steak? Yeah. Eat cholesterol, it's good for you. I know that's diametrically opposed to the teaching out there. I'm a biochemist. Like, I just can't. It's unreal. Okay, now I get too excited. Okay, I get too excited. I got a second medication over there. And boy, it's hot right now. You know, who knew? Okay? Who knew? If you sort of had a crystal ball and you said, you know what, I'm going to play the stock market just a bit. Okay? And I wonder what's coming down the stream that's going to take off. And, maybe I'll make a little investment. Who knew that Ozempic, a medication for diabetes, was going to be used for weight loss? And what a craze it's created. You know where it really started? It started in Hollywood. Really. And Hollywood actors and actresses, off-label, they were getting their physicians to give them Ozempic or Wegovy. How do you even say it? Wegovy. Ugh, I don't even like it. Okay? So it sort of started, and then it got crazy. It took off. And people said, I want to lose weight too. Who doesn't? Hey, my friend, I understand that. People, Dr. Martin, I want to lose weight. It's the number one reason that people do the reset is for weight loss. I try and tell them this is the best thing you can do for your health. Make weight loss a side effect of the reset. But I understand it, okay? You have to understand, I was in clinical practice for years. 46 to be exact. And I had a weight loss clinic. I know all about it. But I never lied to people. Never lied to them. I always told them, weight loss is tough, man. Not easy. And here at the Martin Clinic, here's what we don't believe. One, we don't believe in calories in and calories out. We don't believe that. It's not true. Two, okay, it's not eat less and move more. We don't believe that. Take those two things, eat less and move more, and calories in and calories out. We don't believe that. So if you come here, we're going to talk to you about how your body works. And now we're going to talk to you about fuel. Okay? We'll do that again. I know we will. Lord willing. Now, Ozempic, weight loss meds, they work. They work. You'll lose weight. And people are going, hallelujah, hallelujah. No, I didn't tell you the bad news yet. Hot off the presses. I told you about statins, brand new side effect that I didn't know about. It changes the microbiome, leaky gut. Okay? But Ozempic, here's what we know. Does it work? Yep, you lose weight. But, and again, there's a big but. But, okay? You lose muscle. You don't lose this. I'm showing 10 pounds of fat. You don't lose this. You lose muscle. You don't want to lose muscle. Why don't you want to lose muscle, guys? Muscle, when it comes to your metabolism, is a vital, vital organ. Your muscle, it's a vital organ. They're storing bins. You need bins. You need storage space. Okay? So when you take, and this is what happens in calories in and calories out too, you lose muscle. Your body says, oh, I'm going to hold on to fat. And you lose muscle. You're artificially making the body lose weight. It's artificial. I understand it. People emotionally, they go, Doc, I need to lose weight. I get it. I understand that. I am so sympathetic. I look at food and I can gain weight. Women, they don't even eat and they gain weight. But this is a Band-Aid. Ozempic is a Band-Aid. It will not fix the problem. And as a matter of fact, the side effects of this medication, I've been screaming about this, by the way, is legion. The side effects of these weight loss medications are legion. You lose muscle, not fat. You might lose a little bit of fat, but you're losing muscle. You don't want that. Believe me, you don't want that. Organ failure. Yeah, but I lost weight. It's starting to come out. People with pancreatitis, liver problems, kidney problems. Big time peristalsis problems. You know what peristalsis is? It's the movement of your food. Peristalsis. Big time GI problems. Big time. Stomach problems. A change in the stomach acidity. Nausea. Vomiting. Diarrhea. Common. Yeah, but doc, I lost weight. I know. I get it. I'm on your side. Okay? I used to tell patients that all the time. I'm on your side. I want your goals. I want to hear them. Doc, I want to lose weight. Okay. But I said, I want you to lose weight in a healthy way. It'll be worth it. Do it in a healthy way. And you don't want to lose muscle, believe you me. And the more we study muscle, the more we realize you don't want to lose that. So, medications that work. Medications that work. But, big time problems. Now, guys, I know I get excited about these things, and I know that I am very, very opinionated. I put a disclaimer here, okay? This is not individual advice. I'm speaking to the masses, and I'm never telling a person to come off medication. I won't do it. Okay? I won't do that. But I want to teach the truth. Some people that don't like that. Well, I know. But I got to stay true to what I know. Okay? Now, do we know what tomorrow is? Yeah, it's question and answer Friday. Send in your questions. It's not too late. Get them in. Okay? We appreciate the questions. We appreciate those Fridays. They're fun. I have fun. I usually pontificate. Because you ask me a question, I'll probably get asked tomorrow about cholesterol. That's all right. That's all right. Okay? Okay, guys. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon.